Hello, people on the interwebs. I'm trying to review a website, which is kind of weird because don't I review guitars and amps and pedals and make very immature penis jokes and stupid sweaters? Yes, I do. But my friend, I was going to say my new friend, but we've met twice, so old friend, John Browne's here, back there. And he has a website called Riffhard. And I'm thinking, I love to review things while people are here, so when I bitch about it, they hear it straight from the horse's ass's mouth.
People of YouTube learn that.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. So what am I saying? You're confusing me, John Browne. I think from now on only call you John Browne. Whole name. So John's brand new website is called Riffhard, and I think we're going to review it hard because I'm very, very picky about lesson sites. Now, the special thing about this website is this website is...
We could make it even better than that. You're going to be going on Riffhard to review hard because you are hard. Yeah?
I'm not hard for Riffhard, trust me.
You will be.
Oh, big words spoken on the back couch there. What was I going to say? Shut up, John Browne. I was going to say something about... Oh, yeah, the special thing about the website, let me push your freaking product.
Thank you.
Is that most of the websites and channels show you the squiddlies and middlies and the Let's Talk Lydian. What do you do 98% of your time when you actually play in a band? You're not gonna squiddly, middly, lidly in tappies. You're actually gonna do rhythm. You're gonna riff. And that means you have to have super timing. You have to have a good technique. You have to, know how to freaking accompany as tight as possible. And especially in le métal, as they say in France. This can be quite the job that most people, when practicing, neglect. And that's what this website is all about. I think at some point there might be squiddlies and middlies, but at this point, it's all chugga-chung. So, is that correct?
It goes a little bit deeper than that, but yeah, you've got the premise right. You can offend me some more.
It goes a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it doesn't.
So many cock jokes. I love it.
So many. This is what this is about. Not information. It's about cock jokes. So let's flip. Well, let's throw that away. Let's put that. Thank you. And let's flip it around. Let's show the side and us in the corner. I'm going to use this. No. I'm going to use this. Mayonnaise. Duvel. Cutsy. With stripy stripes, and it's very green. It's a 7-string tuned to a open dadgat in
G sharp.
G sharp. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Zero. But A, that's the idea. Confuse the shit out of the reviewer. And B, not really necessary to know how it's tuned, I think, for some of the lessons that I'll be looking at. I have not looked at this site yet, but we will be. So, when you sign in, first you see John's face, and then you try to sign in as fast as possible, so that goes away. And we have different categories here, or as they say, le catégorie. I love that he deliberately made those icons that there's a cutout right here where I sit. It's perfectly made for the YouTube reviewer picture-in-picture. We have downpicking Jim because the fucker just downpicks everything. The pre-workout, which looks like the guy's jerking off. Riff dissection apparently looks at some of his riffs and at some point possibly later other people's riffs. I don't know what the tech vault is. Is that talking about gear?
No, it's like stuff like setting up your guitar, posture. Stuff like that. Basically, all stuff that you should be doing to help with your playing.
Then what's I the creator?
As it says, songwriting creation.
Oh.
And obviously, I, the creator, is a Monument song name, so we took that. And,
Yeah, how would I know that?
yeah, why don't you try listening to some music sometime, Henny?
I do, Hanson. I listen to awesome music, Hanson. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Hanson, Monuments. I mean, come on, come on. I mean, really.
Yeah, Hanson's much better. Fuck Monuments.
I didn't say that. Riff Rescue.
Yeah, so that is you submit something that you've written, and once a month I will go live on air, and I will do my thing to it, what I think it could do to improve. It's almost like a free songwriting service.
That is awesome. Awesome. We have Q&A.
Q&A. Or quinoa.
Quinoa. King of the Riff.
That is a monthly competition. So I feel that songwriting can be enhanced when you put boundaries on what you write. So if you click on the icon, you will see that there's a brief for this month, and you have to write within the boundaries of the brief. You submit your request, you submit your song or your riff or whatever it is for the month, and then we have monthly prizes.
That is cool. I mean, calling it a Katana prize is stretching it, but
I actually think it sounds great.
I'm just teasing you. So here
last month was a Houston Kettler Tube Meister.
Neat.
With the Redbox DI as prize 2. This month it's the Boss Katana Artist Combo, which I actually just finished a video on. It will be up on Monday.
Which now, of course, is in the past for those people.
In the past, yeah. And then for prize 2, you get to choose 3 pedals of your choice from their compact.
I'm really hoping no one's turned it off right now, because right now we have double John Browne. There was you and you.
Oh, that's good.
There was too much Browne right there. And that sounded very racist. That sounded super fucking racist.
No. It's all good, man.
Let's see. So you're saying things.
Welcome to King of the Riff. In this section of the website, you'll have the opportunity to showcase
John Browne yelling at me.
I always yell in videos when the camera's too far away from me. It's like a perception thing. Do you know what I mean?
Me too. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And this brand new Aston Mike's Stealth, which you can't see in any of the cameras, which Aston sends to be seen in cameras, which is very nice. Thanks to ADG for sending that over. That's freaking amazing. That mic is $400, and with that mic, you do not have to yell, John Browne.
No, maybe we should start talking softer.
We should talk very quiet. But isn't it about metal?
Yeah, it is. That's maybe why I'm shouting.
And then we have Riff TV, which
Riff
is...
TV, is a bunch of old basically videos that I put on my group, which you'll see next time, and it's basically answering people's questions. The Q&A Q&A videos will go in there and stuff. It's basically like an encyclopedia of things that they can search for.
So I'm going to start in the downpicking, Jim. There are people who only uppick.
There's one guy in particular that always comes to mind. It's the band The Red Chord. The guitar player of that was doing it. And it makes sense in a way as well. So imagine you're playing a chord and you uppick the chord. The last string that you hit is the low string, thus making it heavier. So the application for that also works in a way, depending on what you're going for.
I'm going to start at beginner. Endurance exercise 1.
Oh yeah, that one's very easy.
So you think I might be able to do it then?
Yeah, we'll see.
Why are you going, Why did you have to even freaking think about that?
It depends how fast you want to go.
Let's see. What is it?
For our first exercise, we're going to focus on something very, very simple. It's 8th note chugs. We're going to start at a very slow speed, 100 beats per minute, then 150, then 200. But you should be building this up incrementally. And every single day when you feel comfortable, build it up some more. And just keep making yourself feel more and more uncomfortable with it. But please remember, don't strain yourself.
You picked the easiest exercise. Well done. Endurance test. You're supposed to do it for a certain amount of time.
So hold on. Wait. See, that's probably where we're getting into. I can't do it anymore.
So this is an endurance test. So basically, you do it at a limit where you're feeling comfortable, and do it for like a minute at a time. And it's building up strength in your right hand.
Okay, we're gonna do just that. A minute.
But if you check the next exercises, then it starts changing up the.
I want to know if I can pull this off. Wait.
So 1 minute. Let's. You think you can do it at 150?
Which of course means I need a wait. First of all, I need a metronome. Do I have that?
Do you want me to be a metronome?
150. Let's see how loud that is.
So.
That's of course doable. Nah, we need it. I can do that for a minute. Let's do more.
But even just doing it a minute that feels comfortable, it's going to make your hand warm up.
Minute is long. Let's do this. You do the minute. Can you stop a minute?
Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So
that's not easy.
Also, the one thing that I noticed is that you were wavering quite a lot in and out of the metronome. So the point is to start it slow, get it really, really tight, and then start building up the speed.
I thought that my right arm had quite the exercise daily, but apparently it does not.
Feels warm, right? Something as simple as that. It feels warm. I mean, it might hurt now. It's probably because you were too fast. But the point of the exercise is to build up strength, which you can do by doing something as simple as that. And then over time, there's more complex exercises with different parameters. Even just on this exercise, if you check that exercise next.
So, the accent note 1.
With this exercise, we're going to focus on the 8th note chugs, but now we're going to
Leslie's not ready. Here we go. Here we go.
With this exercise, we're going to focus on the 8th note chugs, but now we're going to accent note number 1. I want to hear that accent strong. Again, same tempos, 100 beats per minute, 150 and 200, but build it up incrementally.
So now we've added the open on the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
you start doing on offbeats.
Then you're doing the second one.
Yeah, so then you have the, so it's like dun 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 dun.
Let me go to an amp here. So you at that speed, wow, that's a freaking killer sound. Holy crap. I'm liking this.
So then you start, not only are you building up your right hand strength, you're getting used to different beats of the bar, which is something that I found that a lot of people are very bad at sort of really understanding to begin with.
And the amazing thing is right now, just because I played that, I have an idea in my head for a riff. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing doing that, but moving those 8th notes around pretty randomly. That's...
Wait, go to the last exercise.
That last one
Just say randomization.
So now I'm going to make you feel uncomfortable. I want you to take what...
John, you're making me feel uncomfortable the whole freaking time already, okay? This is nothing new to me.
What you've already learned, I want you to place your accents in random. For my randomization, I've chosen 6, 1, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8, 3. And you can choose any sequence that you like. And I can promise you this was not done in one take. Good luck.
Okay. The one thing I would like, I want to criticize something. Let me criticize the damn thing.
Yeah.
Wait. Here we go.
So now I'm going to make...
Yeah, we get it, John Browne. We get it. So
criticize me. Come on.
the way that I see here is palm mute and then not palm mute. So I can clearly see palm mute and then which one is not palm mute. In this case, that's the 6.
Yeah.
And then 1 and then 4. It would help if that was a little bit clearer for the exercise for me to read.
But then again, the point of the randomization is to show you the premise. The point is
absolutely not to play that one, but to play your own.
Yeah. So basically, the point of that is to start getting you used to different muscle memories, like maybe accents that you've never played together and stuff like that. So when you write down a random sequence of notes, once you start getting used to it and it starts becoming, you know exactly where it's going to fall, then you change it up and it's constantly changing.
Yeah. But now, seeing that, I immediately want to play that. So it would be nice if maybe even at the bottom where the tabs are, it's just zeros, maybe the ones that are supposed to be accented are red or something.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Just some form of highlight that, because the only way to see which one is accented is the way that it would be written, which is palm muted or not palm muted.
Exactly.
So let me see. I'm gonna just try to read that, even though that's kind of pointless.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What?
That was 5, not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1.
That
was it. Yeah. It's really weird, isn't it?
6. I want 6.
There you go. Yeah. That was it.
Right?
That was right. Yeah.
What? Yeah,
it's really.
I'm not. If I had to count it, find out which ones they are, and then, as you said, this wasn't done in one take.
Exactly, because the randomization was written down by my camera guy.
Ah, what a bastard!
Yeah.
But this is a great way to train it. And how do you randomize? Pick a phone number.
Yeah.
And just because we have 8 notes, make the 9 and the 0 into a 3 and a 6. Who knows? And all of a sudden you can actually you can train that a lot by taking something random, like Leslie's phone number, which is 0178 something, and at the end 77.
You don't know your girlfriend's number. That is just terrible.
Something. Also, if I said it, she would get calls from weirdos.
Yeah.
So
yeah, obviously that's one of the more simple ones.
You're calling this difficulty beginner, playing that at 200 beats per minute?
No, the actual premise of the exercise is simple.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's some pretty crazy ones in there. There's 4 different tiers. There's beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then I think it's chaos.
So we have...
But I'm not sure if there's any in there at the moment. But
we have pull-off exercise.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same premise, but instead of the accent, we've done a pull-off.
Let me see what you do there. Beat.
Such a sick riff, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. That's...
So it's just adding...
So you're doing 12
fret pull off.
Really want to go and deviate from that, go. I really just want to go and play that.
You can do that in the randomization exercise if you wanted to.
But I'm not allowed to yet. I want to skip.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't, because we've clearly seen that playing a minute at 178th notes is...
It's not easy, is it? Yeah. Like...
Yeah, it's not.
Which is why you are on stage doing that with your beefy arms, and I do not.
Anyone can do it.
Offbeat. Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's the same premise. Then you have like a slide exercise as well. And the exercises get more complicated. And it's random every single month, more drop between beginner and
Right, I want to see offbeat 1 slide exercise.
Make that one a little bit more fun.
So that it's that's actually like a whole exercise that you're supposed to play that way.
Yeah,
Cool.
And then you do offbeat 2, beat 2, and it changes little bits about it, just so it's a little bit more fun than just repeating the same exercise, with the sliding. So
Tonal control is
this one's very difficult.
good then. Let me find out what.
Hey guys, so let's do an advanced picking exercise. So this one is based off the verse riff of I, the Creator, and it's basically getting used to playing.
Which is a Monument song for those of you who don't know that.
2 different velocities with your picking hand as well as a left hand slap, like so. So we're going to add in some hammer-ons into this exercise as well, and I've turned the whole thing into a riff just so it's a little bit more fun to play. So yeah, there's a lot of string skipping in this, so you've got to be very, very careful when it comes to notes ringing out on the open strings, so be careful of that. And this particular exercise is a lot more difficult palm muted. So yeah, just take your time with it, take it slow, build up speed over time, make sure you get everything tight. As I said, the palm muted version of this is much harder to play, in my opinion. So start with the open version first, and when you're comfortable with that, move to the muted version. I've played this riff at 3 different tempos, 100 beats per minute, 150 beats per minute, and 200 beats per minute. So start off at a tempo that feels comfortable for you, and when you want to challenge yourself a little bit differently, then slow it down and speed it up. The palm muted one is a lot more difficult, slower. So bear that in mind when you're giving that one a try. Good luck.
Now I'm really curious.
And then you have to check them out on the right-hand side. This one is particularly difficult.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this. See it at 200 beats per minute.
Okay, so what I would want to do is look at the notes, and without listening to you, first of all, figure out what's going on. So you're doing, of course, I'm lower.
Yep.
That alone is fucked up. What the? How would you do? Was that 200 beats per minute?
Try it. No, that was 100. That's what I'm saying. Try it at 200.
That's 16th notes at 200. You insane?
Yeah, but it's a lot of it is just hammer-on, so it's like it is completely doable. It's about, that's why it's called total control. It's about making sure the strings don't ring out and you're playing it.
I would have to get that. And then pull off? No. Is that right? Yeah. No. It's an 8th note. Ah, that's the slap in between.
Like the bass technique, you know?
What the crap?
You do realize that you picked one of the hardest exercises for the first time you've ever been on the website.
Yeah, but I want to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I get where this is supposed to go.
Yeah.
And then variations of that.
Yeah, so there's one where it's par muted and one where it's open as well, and there's variations of it jumping around on different points of the bar.
That alone is a movement that I see you do a lot.
Yep.
That I would have to get in my hands.
Yeah, it's just a case of just practicing that a little bit, yeah. But if in earlier exercises it does some of those, so the point of this exercise is that it's advanced and it includes some of the things.
Are you using the same finger for the 12th fret, or are you going different fingers?
I actually can't remember.
Well, let's see.
You got to think that we recorded over 1,000 videos.
Yeah, you're doing what I thought I'd be doing, which is 2 and 3. Which is something I did mention to you before, that on the tabs, to be even easier and I don't have to see what you're doing with your fingers.
It's better if it has, yeah.
If it had 1, 2, 3, 4 over the notes.
I think that's a good idea. I will present that to my guy.
Primarily just where it makes, only on the fretted ones, obviously.
Of course.
But right now I had to do an extra step and go in and see what you do, because I would want to do it the way you do it, because you're the sensei. I mean, you know, you're the master there. So where is that in 200? Is that at the end here?
Yes, it is.
Why? That's what I want. Why?
It's to do, again, it's just building up strength in your right hand. If you think about it from down picking only, you are actually strengthening all other aspects of your hand, and arm. It's the same motion as alternate picking, it's just that you're skipping half of it out.
That was 140. How does it work at 200?
I might have done it at 200, actually. I might have just said that I did it at 200 by accident. It might have been 100, 120, 140. So that was a mistake on my website. I need to go check that out. Because I said I did it at 100, 150, and 200, didn't I?
Yep.
So maybe I didn't. Maybe I did it at 140. Maybe I was.
140 is. I can't imagine that at 200. I don't think that's possible.
But now I've got to write down that there's a mistake on one of the videos.
Haha. Riffhard reviewed hard right here.
It happens, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Diminished accent exercises. Are we at intermediate? Is there harder than intermediate?
That was advanced, and I think that one was. Yeah, there's chaos on there as well, but I don't.
Wait. That was advanced.
Yeah, that one that you just played.
Nope.
Total control.
It says difficulty intermediate.
Oh wow.
Mistake number 2.
There you go. It happens. Maybe that one isn't. Maybe there's harder ones. Maybe you should have a look at the advanced ones.
Maybe there's harder ones. She said.
Another cock joke.
Let's see what you do here. Question. It doesn't say in the tab what the tuning is. What's your tuning there?
It doesn't say. It should say in the tab.
It says overdriven guitar.
Interesting.
OD guitar.
Third mistake.
And it's clearly a 7-string. Obviously, you can do these things on 6 strings as well.
Is this in the down picking gym?
Diminished accent exercise 1. Yep.
It's in the
down picking gyms. Yep.
Okay.
Because
obviously I was not. I'm pretty useless with the guitar tab program, so this was given to. But I'm pretty sure that if you download the tab, the tuning should be in there because it was written.
Yeah, that's. I mean, because if you had said it once in the beginning, I'm using open whatever. Because right now, as soon as there's numbers in there, I need to know what the tuning is. Otherwise, it's gonna.
It should be in there. It will definitely be in the tab that you can download for sure.
Where do I download that?
If you scroll down.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there you go. guitar profile,
Which
which
of
you
course
can open for free with Tux Guitar if you don't have guitar.
okay, because I don't have that. So
But yeah,
I can already see. How do I go here, Riffhard? I can already see that there's a lot of cool stuff just in the downpicking gym.
Oh yeah.
That I would have to work on. What's my pre-workout?
So that's obviously warm-up exercises and stuff like that. I don't know if this one's in here, but I always liked this one.
You're doing pull-offs there, okay? Okay.
So
I love that you have a whole section on wrong way to warm up.
yeah, so there's do you know this exercise? Everyone's done this, right? The chromatic exercise.
Mm-hmm.
When you go down, everyone usually goes like this, moving their fingers like
Wrongly,
that.
yes.
The best way to do it is hold all 4 fingers down, like that.
Do you know it's an exercise by Peter Fischer called the spider? It is, you do all 4, okay? And you leave the fingers there, and then you move to the next string, but 1 finger at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is actually really not that easy.
Then.
And then the first finger, but don't lift the other fingers.
Oh, right. Whoa.
Don't lift the other fingers. Next finger.
How do you move?
Next finger. Next finger.
Yeah. So, but you have to lift them. Oh, right. So you just move
1 at a time. You don't go and then you lift the others. You don't do this. You don't. 1 at a time from the lower string to the higher string.
It's actually disgusting.
Don't give up, John.
No. I know the premise is similar to that premise. Yeah. So.
So this is cool. There's definitely some cool warm-up ideas
And
which you need.
There's a lot of different ones there. So the premise of that is that you can change it up daily for warming up.
And here we have actually some of your riffs that you look at and show how to play it with tabs and all that stuff. Do you go into how to play it? Do you go into the harmonics of it, like the theory behind it, what chords they are?
No, I as I've explained to you before, when it comes to theory, I work on the premise that you should learn what it sounds like. Like, obviously, knowing the scale that you're in. Well, if you know the 7 modes, you know every position of every mode anyway. But the actual hard part, I find, is learning what it actually sounds like.
The thing is, I would want to get behind your brain, even though you might not know exactly what that chord is because you're playing in fucked up daddy tuning.
Yep.
I would want to know what that is because I like the sound. If I can't give the sound a name, it'll be easier for me to find it again. Also, in terms of like what makes a Monument song harmonically.
Okay, yeah.
What it sounds like, I listen to the album, I know what it sounds like, but I would want to know that the sound I'm hearing, okay, they're actually doing that, it's like a major 7 sharp 11 or something.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've looked up some of the chords to try and work it out, and it's always like B flat, no fifth, 11.
Okay.
And some weird things like that.
Because I mean, I can look at a normal tuning and immediately tell you what you're doing, but here, it would be a lot of work.
Yeah, there's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Inversion chords.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, I do eventually plan to actually talk about the theory behind it, but it does break up the riff. And I could tell you if I'm using a major 7th, a minor 7th and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what the chords were because of the tuning.
Because I know you can do it when it's a normal tuning, but the DADGAD tuning frees you up in that kind of thinking and just lets you
use your ears. And that's why learning the sound of the modes is particularly helpful with it.
Let's see.
Favorite cam went off.
It's really hard to play that speed.
So that's definitely very cool because I wanted to get behind what you do and how to play chanty stuff.
So that's pretty easy harmonically. It's just in.
It looks, I mean,
minor.
let's get to the point here. It looks as if there's interaction with you, there's songwriting, there's technical stuff, there's workout, there's learning how, John writes things with the riff dissection, all that stuff. There's contests, there's winning things.
You never clicked on community access, and that takes you to a Facebook group that's private.
Ooh, private.
Which will be where, in fact, actually not everyone, even from the site, has clicked on that button, it would seem.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and then you can discuss with other people. We do live streams in there as well. A couple of things that we're going to be adding to the website as well. There's a schedule.
That's how much a month?
$29, which is actually cheaper than a 1 hour lesson pretty much anywhere in the Western world.
Yeah, I used to charge €60 for, I used to charge €60 for half an hour a week, which is 2 hours. So that's pretty much exactly what you charge, but it's not 2 hours. It's as much as I want.
And you can rewatch things. You've got the tabs. There's you can win stuff. You're constantly improving. It all depends on how much work you want to put in.
And what we looked at is the beginning. You're going to be adding and adding and adding things.
Yeah, there's 2 sections of the site we're going to add. We're going to add a schedule based on...
it's schedule.
Oh, yeah, schedule.
Schedule.
I keep wanting to talk like an American. I don't know why. Router, which one is it? Route? I don't know. So we're going to be adding in a schedule.
now I tripped you up.
Yeah, and then 3 different levels of how much time you want to put in, basically. And I will advise you on what I think you should be doing on a daily basis, depending on how long you can play for. And then we're also going to add one-on-ones, where we have a certain allocation of one-on-one lessons with me for 30 minutes over Skype or whatever platform you want. So basically, if there's something that you're really struggling with, you can talk to me directly, which actually is worth the $29 alone, according to your...
Most certainly. So as a very picky guitar teacher person, what I find is a lot of things I want to see. I want to see different angles on the guitar so that I actually see what the fuck he's doing with the fingers. I want to see right hand, left hand. That's all there. I want to see it in pretty high quality. That's there. I want to hear good sound, not just a room mic. That's there. I want to hear a good vocal mic so that I don't have to have reverberation in the room that I have to dive through, which is there. Even though he's talking, nothing you can do about that. But you actually at least hear him clearly. I want to see taps. I want to see rhythm because I want to be able to pause it and actually look at it to understand it on an intellectual level. That's there. Here or there, the thing that I would like to see is fingerings on the tap, which is easy to add, not necessarily in those videos, but in future videos, because I got on his case about it. And for $29 a month, if you want to learn the blues, that's the way to do it. Wait, no. If you want to do the le metal,
La metal.
No, le metal.
Is metal masculine or feminine? Because that was
everything is masculine here. We only use le
or la.
Only le.
Le.
This is pretty damn good. So if you want to get heavier and get your down picking on, check out Riffhard by Mr. Browne there. It's pretty damn cool. I'm definitely going to try to find the time to do some of those exercises to deliver you harder riffs in my reviews.
I'm actually going to offer you a challenge, Henning. I want you to spend 30 minutes a day on it for 1 week and tell me that your right hand hasn't improved. You'll notice it straight away.
Okay.
1 week.
Okay, let me find the right week for that and yawn. We'll do that. Damn it. Damn it, John Brown. Well, I'm going to say thanks to Leslie for switching. I'm going to say thanks to the man on the couch.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Leslie.
Thanks to you guys for watching this. And check out Riffhard if you want to riff hard. And
get hard.
No, not get hard. You don't get hard by riffing hard. You might. I don't.
All the greats do, mate. All the greats
Oh,
do.
wow. Okay. Thanks to Houston Kettner for making John's trip possible. Thanks to Aston Microphones for giving us the mic that you can't see. The Stealth, which is pretty damn awesome.
And it's big and black, and you can take that whatever way you want.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is big. Okay. And thanks
out, yeah.
to Mayonnaise for making really amazing guitars in beautiful... I mean, it's made for the sweater. And...
That mic looks like a dick, doesn't it?
I'm trying to say goodbye here.
No, you're not allowed.
Animals at the end, guys, and bye-bye.
Open your mind a little more. Breathe. Open your eyes and look around. Feel that you are part of something else. Come. Now we travel through both time